this story that we're gonna create takes place in the forest, like a woodsy area. It doesn't, like, we don't even know if it's underdeveloped or like a very high advanced civilization. We just know that the characters are going to be in a forest.
I'd say we should have like at least 5 characters and maybe a 6th person pops up, but they were already from the forest, so they're gonna show the other 5 characters their way of life and like how to survive in the forest, how to travel through it, and stuff like that. But because we don't really know them yet, there's still going to be that awkwardness and that tension of like, do we truly trust you? Is there an ulterior motive? Are you gonna kill us? Stuff like that.
So 5 characters, okay, that's good. I think we need at least one young person, one kid that has telekinesis, like extreme telekinesis, like Jean from X-Men. So, but like he doesn't know how to control it, and he's, I'm not sure if I want him to be quiet or more of like a bright, like Luffy character.
I would say it'd be cool if they were quiet, but in exchange for being quiet, because they have telekinesis, I'd want their powers to be strong enough that they that in addition to I think telekinesis is moving things with their mind, but I'd also want them to have the power to be able to talk to people like telepathically too. So in exchange for being super quiet, they will talk to people in their mind. Maybe even if...
Okay, so you're really talking like Jean, like she can't just move things and break things down to in little like atoms. Like she can make things into dust, because this guy, his name is Timothy. He has one eye and he wears a cape. He's 6 years old. he Wow, that really made me lose train of thought. But he has telekinesis and telepathy, so he can control minds just as good as like Professor X, basically. And okay, so we're sticking with like mind abilities, right? Do we want to just see how many more we can think of?
I don't want everybody to have mind abilities, because I feel like that would probably get boring after a bit. So it'd be cool if maybe one person, maybe a 2nd person, doesn't have to be a part of the main cast, but it'd be cool if a 2nd person eventually has mental abilities and it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I finally have somebody who I can relate to. I'm not just poking into people's minds. Someone can poke into my mind for once, because it's probably awkward always being the person starting it.
Okay, how about this for the villains? Because the villains, whoever like is all the bad guys, they have to have a power too. What if they're all like avatars? And, like they all control all 4 elements. Like everyone, like there's a group of them that control all 4 elements, and then he's like, I mean, come on, an avatar against Jean, you can't win that. I feel like you couldn't win that, So
No, Jean would beat up the Avatar because she could turn the Avatar to dust. And also, with her powers, even if she may not be able to necessarily control the elements, it's like she can't airbend, but if she can still move everything around the place, you might as well just be an airbender, because she can make herself fly by moving herself through the air. She can move things. So technically, telekinetic people are airbenders. They just can't, create wind, but they can move everything else. And like, if they can literally move you before you have the chance to bend, then you would lose. So I feel like an avatar would still be broken for everybody else, but for a telekinetic person who's strong enough to move people around at least, because I feel like someone at Jean's power level is kind of broken. So let's just say they're not able to snap people to dust, but
Okay, so I think the reason they're chasing after them. I'm not sure. Okay, just hear me out. It could be kind of like they did like lab test experiments on him, and that's how he got his abilities, and now they're running away. Um, but I don't really like that idea. I think it should be something more original. What if you never find out why they're being chased? You know what I mean? Like, why? What if we just kind of like keep that like always unknown?
I I don't mind that idea. I feel like at that point it may become borderline comedic, unless that's the point where, okay, why are all these bad things happening to us? Why does it feel like we're being chased all the time? Is someone watching us? Like, why is this only happening to us? Then again, we don't really know how many people they're going to encounter, so they might just question why it feels like they're the only people around on Earth, if we're on Earth. Um, but I'm not mad at the idea as long as we keep things consistent with like level of bad stuff happening to them.
Okay, I just drew like a meteor because I don't know why, and maybe we should probably incorporate a big meteor involved in some way. Like, what if? Ooh, okay, hold on. So, someone says that a huge meteor is gonna come and hit Earth in 3 months, and um, the Avatar people, we gotta give them another name, like the elementals. Just for now, the elementals, um, they want the meteor to hit because it's a bigger. They think that when it hits Earth, it'll like come together and like be a part of the atmosphere or something. Because in this world, that makes sense. But another group, a small group, thinks that will kill everyone. So they try to keep the meteor away. Now, this has all been prophesized. So the elementals find out about this kid who is like the one who's gonna move the meteor away. They have to catch him so he doesn't do that. And get this, that kid, he doesn't know how to use his powers yet. So it's kind of like wibble wobbly with it.
Okay. Now, because he doesn't know how to control his powers, it would be funny in a dark way if he kind of saved people still, but like he always managed to still get random people killed in the process because he can't control his powers. And like that could be comedic intentionally, or it's just like, oh, dang, some people died, but like, the main cast didn't die, so I guess I don't care. Like, hey, I still did it. But as for the people trying to stop the meteor guy, I mean, stopping the guy from saving people from the meteor, I question whether those people should have powers or if they're just regular, like, angry mob of village people, like, with pitchforks. Like, okay, we don't have powers, but there's like 100 of us and one of him, and he not that strong. So one of us can stop him. Oh.
No, I think you touched on it good. I think they should be assassins, like killer assassins, and they're just with this kid who like kills people, so they're not like mad if he kills random people, like just like innocent villagers or something. So they're like, it's a casualty. So like he gets away with it. But what if he doesn't want to do that? Like he always freaks out. I mean, now it's seeming kind of like an anime, and I'm okay with that. We never clarified if it was an anime or, with like live action. So I think that would be funny. He like gets super sad when he kills a random person, but like his group of assassins are like, what? You never seen like death before? Like that's normal.
I would want one of the assassins to go rogue and join the main cast just because it'd be cool for the assassin to blend in with other assassins when they come along and pretend to be a part of their team and then kind of like take them apart later. but also
Time's up.